So the answer to this problem right here is actually 1.6 if you're curious. So you can use this to check your work. All right. Now the real important thing that I want to talk about is rest and what it means. You're going to see a lot of the time in this class this word rest or stop. Anytime you see that word, immediately underline it. Because usually it's extremely important, and it also tells you that either your initial or final velocity will be 0. So rest is a meaning that there is no motion happening. And I'm going to even show it. So, crazy for you. So I can walk around my room, walking back and forth. You don't even see me. I'm leaving the screen. And then I come to a stop. All of a sudden, I am now at rest because I stopped moving. My velocity is 0. There is no motion happening. I'm just kind of standing here. Okay? One thing that I want to go over is that rest, when you see it, will usually mean your initial velocity. That's just the way it's used in this class. Usually they'll say something like starts at rest, or we're going from rest to something. That's why it's initial, because it's happening before the other speed. The other word, stop, tends to mean final velocity, because we say we come to a stop, we are stopping, it stopped after a period of time, any sort of thing like that, and that tells us our final velocity will be 0. Hopefully that makes sense, because we're going to do a practice problem right about now. So as you can see, a semi-truck was moving at a speed of 20 meters per second. The driver slams on the brakes and comes to a full stop after 1.5 seconds. What is the acceleration of the semi? All right. So we have 20 meters per second. So we know that's velocity. Slams on the brake, comes to a full stop. We know that's also velocity. Because it's coming to a stop, it was initially moving at this speed, and then later moved at this speed equal to 0. And this one right here is time. And as you remember, acceleration is my unknown. So, VI is equal to 20. VF is equal to 0. And T is equal to 1.5. My A is equal to question mark. We don't know what it is. And because we have those 4 variables, either as a given or a known, we can use the equation A is equal to VF minus VI divided by delta T. Delta T and T are pretty much the same thing in most cases. All right, and now all we gotta do is plug in and solve. And the tricky thing with this problem is because VF is 0, we need to make sure that you plug it in correctly. A lot of you, because you see a big number and a small number, you want to do 20 minus 0. When in fact, the correct answer is 0 minus 20 over 1.5. So our acceleration is in fact negative, and to give you an answer, it is minus 20 divided by 1.5, negative 13.3. So acceleration can be a negative value, which we will go over in just a second. Okay, I know that seemed like a lot, but it was only 5 minutes of content, and we went through something that a lot of you get stuck on. So hopefully that was helpful to you. Maybe.